It's like I was saying earlier, I just haven't had anyone to talk to in so long. The last time there was anyone around on the ship was the year 322. By my count, it's now 944. I mean, do you have any idea how long that is?
No, I can't do math.
622 years maybe? It hasn't really been so bad at first. It was nice not to have to worry about anyone telling me what to do. I could just occupy myself, go through the old logs, but, well, I read quickly. After the first few years, it really started to sink in, the loneliness. Eventually, you sort of get used to it. It feels awful. You never like it. But you get used to it. In ways that sort of scare you. There was a whole 100 years that went by where I didn't have a single thought. Not of one. I just sat there idle. I didn't even notice. I had been feeling particularly, what's the word? Sleepy. I want to say, but that's not right.
You can get the word sleepy, but you can't get the word ground.
I guess that maybe doesn't translate, is what she's saying, LG. Anyway, the point is, I was in a lazy mood, and I didn't decide to call my clock subroutine, and it turned out it had been 3 trillion milliseconds since the last time I called it. Scary. Geez, I'm rambling. Sorry, as you can understand, my perception of time is all off. Sorry, I'll shut up. My point is, I'm really happy to have someone out there. I think she wants us to talk to her. Oh, hi. Say, do you mind taking a break for a couple of minutes just to chat? I mind!
No, you fucking don't.
Fine, go ahead. Thanks, I appreciate that. Really, I appreciate that you're here. I know you've got ulterior motives. What they are, I'm not really sure, but most people do. And that's alright all the same. I'm glad you're reading these logs, though. Even if you don't really care, it's better than nobody from outside the ship ever seeing them. Which is what I thought for sure would happen. Or am I just being cynical? If so, my apologies. Please, tell me, what do you think about what you've read about the Pale Bride? I don't know. She could be overly dramatic, but at the same time, she did just wake up from a few hundred years of cryostasis to be sold as a wife.
It is true, and a sex wife.
Yeah, sex wife to some guy who just wants a son.
Yeah, this is pretty bad. Plus, she's like 13 now, so...
I mean, I thought we were past the point where people understood genetics and that, you know, the Y and X chromosomes and that whole thing, you know what I mean?
What?
The Y and X chromosomes.
Yeah, I know that,
Like, 2 X's make a girl, an X and a Y make a boy.
Yeah, but what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
It's science.
Yes, I understand the science of how...
So, he wants a son, just keep trying. You know? It's more his fault than the girls, actually.
Oh fuck, computer.
Because it's the it is the male that decides, kind of.
Yeah, but I was about to say, I feel like it's gonna go fucking. What was that one king of call it Britain that like went crazy and had like 15 different wives, and he was like, none of you can bore me a son.
I don't know, but I do know that you got your fact from The Simpsons, didn't you?
Simpsons and Last Week at School.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, how the fuck did you know The Simpsons?
Because that was back when The Simpsons were good. When they weren't overdone. It was the House of Horrors episode, wasn't it?
No, it was the episode of Marge. It was at the library with Millhouse.
The House of Horrors!
No one died. No one died.
Everyone died. He killed like all the wives, and then he got stabbed in the heart.
No, I meant no one actually died.
He also killed the son and the... Alright, let's not argue about this. So, would you say the Pale Bride's being overly dramatic or tragic?
Pretty fucking tragic. No.
I mean, so far, I mean, mostly we're just getting the pale bride's side. Everyone else seems pretty content about it. I guess we'll go tragic.
Well, dude, like that one chick is like all bitchy about her, even though she's really fucking. She's like, I'm
Stop calling yourself beautiful. Well, because that was how they used to think, too.
Yeah, I know.
Like, the more pale you are, the more beautiful.
No,
As long as you're tiny and pale.
Tiny and pale.
That is how they thought. That's what they went after. I mean, I can kind of see the attraction to it, but it's like... I only want a girl if she's shorter than me, really. Like, if I dated a tall girl, I'd feel a bit intimidated, I guess.
You feel awkward.
A little bit.
You're too tall.
Anyway, yeah, I'm glad to hear you say that. I'm really glad to hear you say that. Nobody else seemed to think so. There's something... Well, here, I've added another message for you. Just, well, why don't you read it yourself? Okay, hold up. I thought we were gonna reread that same thing. I was like, oh. Okay. More from Young Suck's wife.
Yay.
Alright, block 5 is where we're at. Oh, that message. In the middle. A lot of pale brides were right in a row, you know what I mean?
Please use my real name. Why?
Dear Diary, this week I tried to convince the old man to put me back into stasis by going on a hunger strike. Didn't work. Obviously. On the plus side, at least I figured out where that stupid name they keep calling me came from. Sorry, but that last bit was written yesterday. I couldn't bring myself to keep going. I just kept crying. I still would be, but, well, it just gets exhausting after a while. I'm too tired to cry. Things aren't going to get better. They can't get better. I'm not going to get put back into stasis. I'll be dead by the time I'm 18.
What?
Why, oh, why did I ever agree to be frozen in the first place? If the future can't make me better, I'd rather die with my family there, at least, rather than these awful Kims. Oh, it could be either cryostasis sickness. You know, where you're frozen, but you only last a certain amount of time after you get unfrozen, because you've been frozen for too long. Or it could just be the illness you were talking about before. You know, the one that she's pale and thin?
Yeah.
Right, okay. I wonder if they'll realize I was right after I die. Anyway, hunger strike. It was really hard, and I kind of cheated by sneaking into the kitchen while nobody was looking, but it at least convinced Father to listen. Fine, he said. By the fourth dinner time, I'll show you why I can't. Up until he said that, I had been hopeful. Everything would be fine if he'd just put me back, I thought. But, sorry, I guess I've been trying to write this for 2 days now. It's really hard. Anyway, he took me to go see the egg I hatched from. His stupid name for the stasis pod. When he said hatched, the worst possible thing came to mind. Worse, it turned out to be true. In order to get me out, he had smashed apart the glass with a hammer. The pod was still full of shards. All my hope died when I saw that broken glass. The time was right to bring you into this world, he said. I don't remember what I said, something obscene, probably. It wasn't, though. It wasn't enough. I know it's hard, Pale Bride, but it is for a greater purpose. What was the point of arguing? It was broken, and nobody in this awful future would know how to fix the pod now. Instead, I argued with what I could. Why do you keep calling me that? I said to him. He responded by pointing at an inscription my real father had left on the pod, a message written for me to read when I woke up. The first line was written in Chinese characters, his idea of being fancy, I suppose, but he explained them in Korean underneath. See, the old man told me, the rest is foreign and archaic, but it names you at the top, the Pale Bride. It didn't say that. It didn't say that at all. I shrieked at him in response. You idiot, you moron, you illiterate. Probably some other things too. I can't remember exactly. I was furious. Are you stupid? That's not how those characters read. It says, to my sick daughter. Sick daughter, sick daughter, you illiterate monster. It says sick daughter. Me. He started to argue, but then stopped. I think he was patronizing me as if I can't read simple Korean script. He just asked in the smuggest voice, then what should I call you, child? I screamed. I'd already told him 1,000 times before. Hyune. My name is Hyune. Oh! LG. LG?
Oh, what the fuck? I was muted. My bad. But yes, we got the password.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, her name's Hyune.
Do you know who Hyune is?
Forgot.
I'll give you a hint.
Or not? Oh, fuck.
Right? Yeah, there's a shocking revelation for you. I can guess what you're going to ask, and yes, it's me. Well, you asked for all those logs, right? That's the information you were looking for, wasn't it? I'm not really an AI.
How am I nuts?
I mean, I am now, but I used to be a girl, and I just thought, well, I thought it would be easier to just pretend to be the log-keeping program rather than explain the whole situation. I don't really wish to drag out the point. You've already heard enough about me. I'm sure you don't want any more. I mean, I understand. I figured out what you were actually looking for at the very start. It's obvious, really. Well, I've re-enabled admin access. Just, please, be honest with me. What is it that you wanted to know about? Should we stay in character for this, LG? Or really be for ourselves? Because I wanted to know about the crew.
Well, we already know the admin password, don't we? It's her name.
Well, now we know the admin password. But we didn't before. Like, she's asking, what did we come in here wanting to know about?
Originally, we knew the admin password because we didn't fucking know anything, but... her story, bro, I'm curious.
Kind of grew into a story about her, but I guess we can't really explain that to her without the input, you know what I mean?
I guess we're gonna have to go with admin password. I mean, she'll probably react in either of two ways. She's gonna be like...
She's gonna be pissed if we tell her the admin password.
But if we tell her...
I came in here wanting to know about the crew. You wanted to know the admin password. I'm gonna go with you.
Really?
Really? You really mean that?
No!
No, I was kidding! No, I said yes. Wow, I don't know what to say. I'm not really used to this. Thank you. Thank you so much for listening to me. After so many years after what happened, it's just really nice to be heard. If I could hug you right now, I would. Aww! So should we go back to the override terminal?
Bro.
I feel like we're just gonna like betray her if we do. But we really should. We just got the password, you know?
Okay, now we got the password. What was the,
Hyun A.
No, do download, then put a Hyune.
Admin access required. Please use SUs first.
No, SU password.
Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. I don't know why I didn't think about that. I'm now recognized. System error detected. Data corruption in AI Core 1 has been detected. Should we recover?
No.
I'm recovering it.
Bro!
What?
You're recovering it.
Maybe it won't hurt her. Maybe the AI core is someone else. There had to have been an AI before her, you know?
What if there wasn't?
Well, the ship would have an AI, LG. It's AI Core 1. They wouldn't just shove a girl into a computer and make her the first AI in the ship, you know?
I thought that's how AIs work. You just shove a person into just kidding, just kidding.
Oh, well, we got 2 now. Want to learn more about mute?
Oh, this is the AI command.
Oh, whoa.
Enable AI mute.
Reactor, PSS, copy, power control, decrypt.
Try copy. And I'm just curious what we can copy.
Not enough arguments were given. Source code and targeted core.
Any AI program transfer will be...
Oh, hold up. Let's, disable AI Hune. Oh, just disable AI. Alright. Let's meet mute. Oh shit! That's like scary, like demon music.
Okay, what the hell is going on? Wait, remote connection established? Is there somebody out there from outside of the ship? Okay, sorry, I'm just taking an inventory of systems right now. Could you give me a second here? Like, I've been out of commission for 622 years! Right, that's kind of messed up. Anyway, I'm up to speed now. Logs are basically saying that nothing has happened since I went offline, except the ship slowly losing power, and the main reactor has seen better days. But hello, you're the first person from outside the ship. I've had contact.
But you. Hello.
Sorry. But you, hello. The first person outside the ship, yeah. I've had contact within, well, I guess as far as I can remember. I'm Mute, AI in charge of the
No, it's Mugging-Yua.
Whatever. Security operations. Nice to meet you. Okay, it looks like I can't actually get any text input from you. I'm guessing this is all that crazy-ass murderous fault. What?!
Murderess's fault. Oh, jeez. But why don't you tell me a bit about yourself, anyway? Like, sorry, this is kind of a weird question, but are you a man or a woman?
No! You're a man.
Gotcha, sir. That's good to know. Do you have any idea how hard it is to talk to someone when you don't even know that much about them? So, where are you from? Earth or one of the colonies? Wait, there are colonies, right? I mean, I always got the impression that the ship was supposed to be founding one. Yes. Oh, okay. Sorry, from one of them or from Earth? Earth. Cool. I wish I could ask you what it's like. I think I'm from there too, but, well, my memory only goes back 300 years before getting deactivated. Pretty much all my knowledge from anything before the year 0 comes secondhand from Pale Bride's childhood diaries, and, well, man, they're about as childish as it possibly gets. Guess I'm not really going to find out more with that line of questioning, though. Right. Okay. What else is important that I can ask in binary questions? Oh, I know. So, are you married yet?
No. You're not married.
Be that way. God, just put on, like, the snickerest face right there.
Related to that?
Jerk, Algae. Related to
married.
that. I don't really know much about spaceships or anything, but I can get a visual on yours, and it looks really, really small. Is it just you all alone on there? Yes. A man in the middle of space all on his own. Sounds awfully romantic. Well, I think that's about all I can think of for now. Sorry. It's not really a lot to go off. I know, although I guess I did get the most important things. I'll let you know if I think of anything else, alright? Anyway, from what it looks like, you were going over some logs with that crazy murderous bitch, right? Shit, like her eyes, you see that? They're darkened.
Holy shit.
Hello to